All right, so you've got to hear this. James Cameron, right? The guy who basically invented the killer AI nightmare with Skynet in The Terminator, he's now caught up in this huge real-world drama about AI. And his take on it? Oh, it's way more complicated than you'd think.
So, on the surface, his position seems pretty simple. He just came out and said generative AI is completely banned from his new Avatar movies. The message he's sending is loud and clear. His films celebrate what humans can do, and he's not about to replace them with some algorithm.
But, and this is a big but, here's the twist. The same James Cameron, who's banning AI to honor actors, also happens to sit on the board of directors for Stability AI. One of the biggest generative AI companies on the planet. This is the paradox. So what on earth is actually going on?
Okay, so to really get this, let's look at his public stance first. Why draw this major line in the sand with his own movies? Well, it's not just about some artistic ideal. It's about protection.
See, Cameron has spent decades, literally decades, trying to convince everyone that performance capture, the dots on the suits, is real acting. This announcement is a big strategic move to hammer that point home. He's probably betting that audiences would totally turn on a movie they thought was just made by a computer. And at the end of the day, it's all about protecting the artistic soul of the Avatar franchise and, let's be real, its multi-billion-dollar box office. And it's not just him saying it. His actors are right there with him. Zoe Saldana, who plays Neytiri, calls performance capture the most empowering tool for an actor. It lets them own every single bit of their performance. It's a powerful defense of the human heart inside this technological beast.
Okay, but remember that whole Stability AI thing? Cameron's private investment there points to a much bigger story. This isn't just about one director's choices. This is about an entire industry in a total full-blown panic that has basically exploded out of nowhere in just the last couple of years. Which makes you wonder, right? AI isn't new. So why is Hollywood freaking out now? What could have possibly changed so fast that has every studio executive and movie star completely terrified? Well, the answer is just one word: speed. Just 2 years ago, when the last Avatar movie was being finished, AI video was a joke. It was weird, kind of creepy, and obviously fake. Hollywood was not losing any sleep over it. But today, it is a whole different world. And there's no better example of this insane leap forward than a simple, kind of ridiculous viral video of Will Smith eating spaghetti.
So, look at this. On the left, that's what AI came up with 2 years ago. It's a mess. Total nightmare fuel. Clearly not real. Now look at the right. That's the same prompt today. It's not just that it looks real. It actually captures his mannerisms, the way he moves, his facial expressions. It went from silly to scarily real in 24 months. And it's not even close to being done. This technology is projected to get 100 times better in just the next 5 years. Just think about that for a second. 100x improvement. I mean, can you imagine if the car industry improved that fast? We'd all have flying cars by now. That's the kind of insane disruption hitting visual media, and it's moving way faster than our society, and especially Hollywood, can even begin to wrap its head around. So this exponential growth, it's creating a future that is absolutely terrifying to the Hollywood establishment. But for a tech visionary like James Cameron, it's got to be incredibly intriguing. And that leads us to the real billion-dollar question. The visual effects in Avatar cost hundreds of millions of dollars and require a whole army of brilliant artists. So, what happens when literally anyone can get those same results from their laptop in their basement? And this, right here, is where Cameron's seemingly crazy actions start to make perfect sense. You could call his strategy backing both horses. He's basically placing a bet on traditional filmmaking and at the same time placing another bet on the AI tech that could make it all obsolete. He's making sure he wins no matter what happens. His strategy is actually pretty simple when you break it down into 3 steps. Step 1, publicly support the old way of doing things to protect his current blockbusters like Avatar. Step 2, talk up his actors and the importance of their human performances. And step 3, quietly, privately invest his time and his money in the AI that could one day replace it all. So what we're seeing here isn't just one director playing 4D chess. We are getting a front row seat to the complete and total disruption of how all media is going to be made from now on. For the Hollywood we all know, this is a code red, existential threat. Those massive budgets, the fact that only they had the tech to make these huge movies, all of that is suddenly at risk. The wow factor of a film like Avatar kind of vanishes when anyone can get those same tools for, what, 10 or 15 bucks a month?
And that's the big idea I want to leave you with. James Cameron is getting ready for a world where the barrier to making something that looks absolutely incredible is just gone. When anyone has the tools to make their own avatar, what does a giant studio, or even a legendary director, really mean anymore? The power is shifting from the studio to the storyteller, and that changes absolutely everything.